Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to the channel and welcome as always to our coffee times. So today we're here to talk about exciting new releases. We're here to talk about the books that are going to be released in the month of February.
It's coffee time.
So these are books that are mainly horror and thrillers. That's the ones that I would like to recommend you guys. And I'm here just to let you know a little bit what they're about, see if something sparks your interest, see if it's something that you would like to check out. So here are all the ones that I have been able to find. Before we jump to the list, remember, if you love horror and if you love books, it is completely free to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more coffee times. All right, let's start. I have the list ready. The 1st of February already brings us a kind of retelling of a vampire story, so I'm already excited about this one. You guys know I love vampire stories, and this one is called The Blood Prince of Lankasuka by Tutu Duta. I mean, what a name. This is kind of a coming of age story of a young man that is turned into a vampire. But not only that, he also seems to be involved in a murder mystery. The next book, it is about a body snatcher, and I absolutely love that, so I am excited for this one as well. It is called The Unwelcome by Jacob Stephen Moore, and we follow the story of a girl that after a breakup with her boyfriend, she's been kind of a bad friend, and she has lost most of her friends, so she wants to reconnect with them, and she follows them to a trip that they have organized to this cabin. And I'm here for it. Super tropey it sounds, I know, but I am still excited because a cabin, a group of friends, and a body snatcher, this can be a lot of fun. Moving on to a YA horror debut that has a beautiful cover and sounds really intriguing as well, and that is What Big Teeth by Rose Sabo. And it is the story of Eleanor that has been stranded from her wild family, and she is in a boarding school, but she decides to escape and go back home to her family. But her family, if I understand correctly, are supposed to be monsters, and I'm here like, yes please. So I'm really excited about this one. It is a YA horror that sounds and looks very promising. The next one is a horror thriller that I know a lot of people are excited to check out, and that is The Children God Forgot by Graham Masterton. So we have different things here. We have some horrific births. So we have a woman that had to get a C-section and her fetus comes out malformed but still alive somehow. There are some attacks and leaving their victims mutilated, and we have of course a detective that is trying to figure out what the heck is happening. I believe this is a supernatural story, so it's kind of interesting to have a horror thriller with also supernatural aspects to it. The next one sounds like it would be perfect for summer, but since it's coming out already in February, I had to include it here. But that is Paradise Club by Tim Mayer. So we have a paradise on the beach, a resort where everything is meant for people to go and relax and have the best time. However, something happens, something's coming for the guests, and they have to become ruthless killers themselves in order to survive. Moving on with an interesting tale of two sisters trying to survive. We have A Flood of Posies by Tiffany Muret. So it is 2025, and we have two sisters that, despite not living too far from each other, their lives could not be more different, and they don't really have contact with each other until there is a flood that comes all of a sudden that is gonna put everybody in jeopardy. So they have to work together in order to survive the flood and their sisterhood. This sounds interesting, and also the theme of the flood, knowing how climate change is going right now. It's going great. So this is going to be an interesting read to see if it kind of reflects our modern problems as well. Next, we have one of my most anticipated ones, and that is The Burning Girls by CJ Tudor. This is her fourth thriller, and I'm really excited. It is about a vicar that moves into a small town where a lot of things have happened in the past. Martyrs have been sacrificed, teenage girls had disappeared. There's a lot of secrets, I guess, to be discovered, and I am so here for it. I'm really excited. The cover looks stunning, and it is definitely one that I'm gonna try to get my hands on as soon as possible. Next, we have Children of Chicago by Cynthia Pelayo. This is a book that I already have, so I'm gonna be checking it out in February. I'm really excited about it. It is about a killer that seems to be on the loose in Chicago. Obviously, some teenage girls have been killed, and we follow a detective while she tries to figure out what is happening. This is by a Latina author, and I'm really excited to get to it. Next, we have The Screaming Dead by Peter Mark May and Richard Farren Barber. So basically, Sam thought that, you know, after you die, there's nothing else. And he thought, trigger warning here, he thought that suicide would be his way out. And the problem is that he does wake up after committing suicide, and he wakes up in a never-ending graveyard. The next one is a collection of short horror stories for all of my peeps out there that enjoy short horror stories, and that is Never Have I Ever by Isabel Yap. You're gonna have spell stories, urban legends, and also immigrant tales, so this sounds to me like it's going to be a little bit more on the modern side. The next one is a thriller that it kind of sounds like we're going to get ourselves a really interesting, spooky ghost story, and that is The Upstairs House by Julia Fine. So we have Megan. She just gave birth to her first child, and she's having a lot of trouble adjusting, and her husband is always traveling due to work, so she finds herself alone. She's kind of depressed. She has a lot of unfinished business with her thesis, with everything in life, and there is a neighbor that apparently moves upstairs, but apparently only she can see this neighbor. So is this a ghost? What is happening? We'll have to check the book to find out. And the last one is a novella that I'm really excited about, and the cover looks fantastic, and that is Shelter for the Damned by Mike Thorne. So this is about a couple of friends that are looking for a secret place to smoke their cigarettes and hide a little bit, and they go into this house, and apparently if you seek shelter in this house, the house is gonna want something back from you. So I'm hoping to see some nice supernatural touches to this story. And these are some of the books that are going to be released in the month of February. Like I've mentioned, I have focused on thriller and horror books. I'm sure there's also more that I might have missed, so let me know down below which ones are you the most excited for that are coming out in the month of February. Let's talk about it in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Please give the video a big thumbs up for support. I hope this video was helpful and you found something in this list that you would like to check out. And also, before you leave, you guys, you can follow me in other social media. The links are down below for you, and I hope to see you all in the next coffee time. Bye.